Lieutenant, how are we tonight?
General,
We're good?
we're good. We
Nice,
are
man.
we are thriving.
Good. I'm glad we're surviving, thriving, all of the above. Another
Yep.
nighttime recap, August 27th, Tuesday. Um, I got someone who's surviving and thriving for you. A guy by the name of Dan Evans.
Okay.
Who's Dan Evans, you may ask? Whoa, who's Dan Evans? Who's Dan Evans?
Do you want me to ask?
No, it's okay. Yeah, can you ask, please?
Who's Dan Evans?
True. I'm glad you asked, man. I'm glad. Unprovoked. Thank you for asking. Uh,
Mhm.
Dan Evans. Today we had U.S. Open tennis is going on. Just got underway. We had the longest match in U.S. Open history.
Okay. How long was it?
It was 5 hours and 35 minutes. This is since tiebreakers were introduced in 1970. So I don't know if there was a longer game before tiebreakers were introduced, but I find that hard to believe. But
Okay.
that asterisk was involved. But this guy Dan Evans, unranked, facing off against 23 ranked Karen Kachanov from
Okay.
from somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
Guy's not local. He's from somewhere else.
He's not down the road.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't believe so. But a 5 hour match. Our boy Dan Evans loses the first set, wins the next two, loses the fourth set, and then in the fifth set, it's tied 2-2. He goes down 4 games to none, and the guy just rips off 6 straight games in front of his home crowd, the U.S. of A. And
That's
he just,
awesome.
yeah, and surviving and thriving. So,
Wow. Dude, I don't think there's anything I could do for 5.5 hours right now.
yeah, yeah, I hear that. I hear that for sure. I mean, I got
I don't.
sleeping at one.
Yeah. I don't think I could walk for 5.5 hours straight. Right.
Yeah, I I feel that, man. I
Let
feel.
alone let alone play a whole tennis match.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Give me 5 minutes, and I'm huffing and puffing out there.
5 seconds, and I'm huffing and puffing.
Wow, I'll give you a little more credit than that. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, you're chasing down a few balls. You got
Yeah.
more than 5 seconds in you. Yeah, that is the thing about tennis. The sound effects are crucial for the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard it makes you that much better.
I believe it does. I believe it does.
I heard Jokovic spends hours working on his grunt.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Hours every day. That's part of his training every day. How deep it
Obvious.
is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Obviously, with a racket and ball in his hand.
Yeah, but even he gets reps on air too. Just
No way.
probably in the hotel room.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Huh. Actually, last time I was at a hotel, I walked in the elevator and some guy was just, ooh, he had shades and a hat on, but I don't know. Maybe that was him. No. All right. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Just trying to bring some juice over here. That's on me. Anything else you want to bring to the table, man?
Um, yeah, I mean the LeBron story is good from today.
Sure. That's a great story.
He's on some podcast or something, and someone asked him what Bronny's supposed to call his pops in the
Yeah.
office, and he said he's got to call him Bron or 2-3.
2-3.
I don't know. Like I would call him King or like
Sure.
I don't know. Like
I believe LeBron did suggest you can call me GOAT as well.
ooh.
GOAT's on the table. But,
I don't know. I wonder what Ken Griffey Jr. called his dad
yeah.
when they played together. He
Yeah.
yeah. I bet he was like pops or something.
Pops. Yeah.
Baseball's probably a little different.
Yeah, that's true. Baseball is a little. Yeah, there's a precedent set. We could go back in the history
Yeah.
books and find out what was said.
hmm
That's tough though, going down for a fast break layup. Dad, Dad. Yeah,
Dad, Pop, Papa,
yeah, that's tough.
Papa.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that
no,
that'd
yeah,
be
it's
that'd be a
not,
tough
it's
scene.
not
But
great. Yeah,
no, but that's cool,
two
man.
three, hey, 2-3.
2-3, 2-3 is a little better. I like numbers.
Yeah,
I've always been a numbers guy. Yeah, give
yeah,
me
you
two,
are a
three all
numbers
day.
guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, I'm rooting for that kid. I know we've talked about it before, but we'll see what happens.
yeah, I'm rooting for him too.
Absolutely. Um, nice. Some football stuff. Kelsey's got a bag thrown at him today.
They did, they did. 100 mil
A hundo piece
from Amazon.
of all people.
Yeah, to get the New Heights podcast.
Yeah.
It's a great name for a podcast that's reaching new heights.
Yeah, that is true. They're for real reaching new heights, a massive height. They just peaked. This is Everest for them, $100 million contract. I mean, that's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I'll tell you what, it's an enjoyable show. Like I've seen clips here and
That's a
there.
great show.
They
Yeah,
they
it's a great
they do a
show.
good they do good stuff over there, man.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the show like progresses now that Jason's retired and Travis is obviously. I mean, this is his 11th year in the NFL, so he probably has a couple left in him, and then he'll move on. But it'll be interesting to see like how the show develops. And I know Jason's going to be on ESPN, so I mean we're going to be seeing probably just as much, if not more, of Jason Kelsey.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see. But on the opposite end of $100 million contracts is NFL cut day.
Yeah. Oh, no $100 million contracts there, man.
Today was a ugly day for a lot of guys out there, but it's not the end of the road for a lot of people.
No,
Some
sir.
big names, some big surprises getting cut today. Did you hear about
Yeah.
the Colts?
Who'd the Colts get rid of today?
The
Maybe you can.
Colts got rid of their fifth, sixth, and seventh round draft pick from April.
Wow.
They cut all three.
That's wild.
That
Damn.
is wild.
I don't
I
know.
don't see. My thing is this about that. Is that more of poor on the GM for drafting bad guys, or is that on the players for not being good enough to make the roster?
So this is what I heard on that exact point today. I don't know if it was on the Pat McAfee show or where I heard this, but people are saying like this year especially since like NIL money increased and so many people are staying another year. Like at least the talented guys who could make the league. So people are
Yeah.
saying like the sixth, seventh, fifth, sixth, seventh rounds really are like eighth, ninth, and 10th rounds of
Okay.
like the best players in college football. And that made some sense to me because these guys are like, yo, if I'm making money in college,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna stay here, be a dog,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll go to the NFL next year. And I was like, okay, that makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, that's what I heard, and it made some sense to me.
I mean, that definitely makes sense. That's a great point.
Yeah,
Be
I didn't
interesting.
even.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go with that. NAL is making these players like care less and like have worse attitudes, but
Yeah,
it's complete opposite. Actually, they're
yeah,
getting their money. They're keeping their contracts with the universities and keep. I mean that's fair. They're probably going to make some of these guys are probably making more money in college than they would in the NFL. So
yeah, definitely. Oh, absolutely. Those guys who are those late round picks, just grasping for
mhm,
straws there at the end. Yeah.
mhm. That's good stuff.
Thanks, man. I can't take the credit. I heard it somewhere. I heard it. What else I heard when Bill Belichick, Coach Bill Belichick, went on the Pat McAfee show today. He was just talking about cut day, and he was like, "Yeah, this is by far the toughest day of the year, like for everybody. No one wants to do it, but it's unfortunately something that has to happen." And I was like, "Damn, that is tough." But like you said, it's not the end of the road for all these guys. These guys are going to find new homes, you know, hopefully, and
Hopefully,
showcase their potential. The
that's right.
Bills released Frank Gore Jr., which sucked because he looked hot in the final couple games. Like he was picking up some steam.
Well, he could be a practice squad guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it looks like Buffalo's hoping for, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. What else? Mm, I don't know what else I got for you. Hey, the Magpies play tomorrow.
Hey, the Magpies play tomorrow. Don't
Newcastle
ever forget about the Magpies playing tomorrow.
Can't forget about it. One thing I'll say just about the Premier League in general, and we'll throw a little link down below just of the current standings. And we wrote this in our newsletter too, the Daily Stump, um, which is
You should
down.
subscribe. You should definitely
People should
subscribe.
subscribe to down there.
You
But
should
like
subscribe.
now's the time to follow the Premier League. Just started.
Yeah.
Just look at the standings. Don't pick Man City. Don't pick one of the
Just pick a
top
team.
teams.
Close your eyes and pick a team. That's what we do.
Literally, spin a wheel if you have to. Just pick a team. It's going to give you something to root for. And yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of what we did with the Newcastle Magpies. And it's electric. It just gives you another team to root for.
I love it. We should talk more about the Magpies.
We should. And as more people start to know Magpies and talk Magpies, then
Magpie stock is rising.
That it is. It is indeed. Nice. On that Magpies stock note, I don't know if I have anything else. You got anything? What do you want to salute tonight? Yeah, we could salute tonight. All right, another nighttime recap.